Good Thursday morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Abby Murray. I am CEO and co-founder of MORTAR, and today we're going to be talking about how to grow your pipeline online with a sustainability lean. So we're going to be really focusing on those green products and those green projects and how MORTAR brings those to the forefront for you as a company in the industry doing good work, or you as a practitioner looking for ways to more easily source and specify green products and hire green pros. I'm here with Blake Adams this morning. Blake, go ahead and give your intro.
Hello, everybody. My name is Blake Adams. I'm an account executive here at MORTAR. So I work on with a lot of the teams here at mortar.com. So a lot of things going on, but I've stepped into the sustainability role. So I've been pursuing some education and learning more about this space. So we're really excited to share with you today of what we have going on as a platform.
Yeah. Please know that your camera is off, your mic is muted. So sit back and enjoy the show. We will give you a good tour of all the things that are happening on our site. Feel free to ask questions throughout the demonstration. We have the chat feature enabled. If we can't get to those questions today, we will certainly follow up afterwards. So feel free to ask away, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, Blake, I'm going to have you start off with this crazy stat that is quite disturbing.
Yes, it definitely is, that's for sure. So Gensler recently did a study of the energy consumer of the US. So that's all types of energy, but nearly half of that is from the built environment. So we're all working that in some capacity. So that's why we're all here today in response to this problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once we understood the impact negatively that we were having on the environment as an industry, we at MORTAR really took a stand and made a commitment to get involved. So today, as a digital platform, MORTAR now serves the industry not only as a digital search tool, but as a sustainable resource. Our goal here and our pledge to the industry is to continue driving exposure to and demand for pros, products, and projects that make the world a healthier place. That is a role we knew we could fill as a digital platform within the industry. And what we're seeing is that the demand, which is amazing, right? All of these industry leaders are pushing for these conversations, and we're feeling this shift, right? We have growth in this category. We're seeing tremendous demand, and it is on the rise for greener products, greener pro teams. Yet the 2020 Sustainability Trends Report from AIA shows that the A&D community and professionals within this space still want to do more. Over 80% of them report that they want to specify more sustainable products. 2 out of 3 feel like they're still not doing enough. They are not meeting their responsibilities to do more within the sustainable sourcing and specifying and certain achievements you can get through these buildings like LBC that Blake mentioned. They want to do more, and the demand is growing. So how do you as a company respond to that demand? How do you as a company make sure that they have the resources and access to information in order to make those better building decisions? And that is why we are here today, to ensure that all decision makers within the commercial construction and design industry can easily find, can easily source, specify the right materials and hire the right pro teams all on one single site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all very good points. And again, those stats there, they're showing the demand. And as I was going through my LFA and working on that, completing it and going through different courses and studies, so the LBC, the Living Building Challenge category, for example, only has 27 buildings that are fully certified globally. Yet now there are over 400. So that growth is huge and that demand is there. They're taking that stance and going forward to achieving and pursuing these different pedals to earn that LBC certification. That's more than 14 times increase. So change is happening now, and MORTAR is here to ensure your sustainable work is in front of that growing demand.
Yeah, what a neat stat. That growth in that category is amazing. And I think we're just seeing that across the board. So exciting right now, and so much impact that we can have as an organization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And in its simplest form, Mortar is a search engine, a sustainable resource for that project inspiration, the products involved, the pros that are involved, all within commercial construction and design, to simply simplify the sourcing process for everyone in creating a commercial space. Our platform contributes sustainably by replacing product catalogs, spec sheets, lessening travel through digital showrooms and online project team collaboration, and cutting down on samples by helping teams virtually narrow down on final decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you can find faster, you can be found easier, display modern results, and we'll show you that live here in a moment. You know, to further our commitment, we're also bringing to the forefront through our green tags and filters some features that we've released on the site that allow for and give favor to sustainably certified products, projects, and pros. And so we will show you that as a company, how you can find that information on our site and really align our users with those goals so that they can more visually select some of the information that is displayed by the companies that we have on the site.
Mm-hmm. So Join Green Company, here are some of the firms and players in the industry that are working in the various sustainable categories / initiatives. There's many different directions you can go within the sustainability sector. And whether it's projects, pros, and products you are searching for or vetting, we've embedded a sustainable filtering system throughout mortar.com to ensure they are coming to the forefront of your searches within the sustainable category.
Yeah, so think about our partners, IIDA and ASID, ILFI and WELL, who are helping share the Mortar platform, and some of the leading industry organizations such as Canon Design and Human Scale, Studio O+A, Sherwin-Williams, Kohler, that you'll be joining in order to continue to provide that content and the sustainable information to the audience that's coming to Mortar. Which brings me to my next point. What is the audience? What does that look like? So there are companies that showcase their work through finished project photos on our site. Those would be A&D firms, manufacturers, dealers, designers, engineers, contractors. And then there are the searchers, or those individuals, that are coming and looking for the content that you as a company are showcasing on the site. So those are anything from architects and builders to dealers and designers, developers, commercial real estate brokers, facilities directors, procurement teams. You get the idea. They're coming to Mortar. There's around 20,000 commercial professionals using our site every month, creating over 8 million connections since launch with the content that is showcased by these companies. So Blake, I have a few static slides here, but why don't we jump to the live site? I'll stop sharing and then let's show them an example of how a user would navigate and how these companies would get found for their work on Mortar.
Absolutely. Let's give me 1 second, everybody. I'll get my screen up to mortar.com. Did they update, Abby? That should have.
Yep, it sure did. So let's look from a designer's lens. Say I'm a designer and I'm kicking off a workplace project and I'm looking for sustainable project and product ideas to share with my client and my pro teams. How do you begin a search right from the homepage? Let's start there.
Yeah, so here's the search bar. I clicked into that. I'm going to type in a search here, and it's going to populate that. So it's going to give me various feeds that I can click into, photos, professionals, brands, all that work within that search that I have put in. I'm visually attracted, so I want to check out these installation and finished project images. So I'm going to view more. That's going to get me started here of what I'm looking for. And then here we are today. We're looking for sustainable products or pros that I can put a team together on my upcoming project. So I can add certification filters on here that we were speaking about earlier. So I live there. I'm going to select all for project level and product level because I want to find a combination of the two. So I can see here, there's a few images that I can start looking into or clicking into, but if I find one that I really like, which I actually really do like this one, this is interesting. I want to find out more about this. So I'm going to look in and click on that view details image here.
Yeah, and this is what we call the information behind the inspiration. And this view, this full photo view here is really the power of the platform. You can see the company that is featuring the work is Stahl through MSR Design Project. You can see project details. You can click through to view more project photos from MSR Design Project. You can see a listing of project contributors from design firms to an engineering firm or a dealer, for example, all sorts of companies that helped contribute to this project. You can also see on the photo level that there is a hotspot right on the table. So you can actually click the hotspotted photo items and also see products that were used within the space. This here shows all steel as the table, gives product information, allows the user access to more product information, the ability to download the specification on that table, send a message to the brand rep, all sorts of engagement opportunities right within here. And this is exactly where you as a company want to show up as these users, as these end users are sourcing and searching to kick off their projects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is all great in here as well. So these different engagement activities that Abby was speaking about, so downloading specs, sending message, clicking the product information, or just in general, clicking on the tag itself. And you can even save, share the photo as well too. So it will always live within your personal profile or share it with a teammate or your clients, whoever that may be. But that's all trackable now. So depending on your subscription tier with us, that can be used for lead gen reporting. So we're really excited about that. So so we can actually tell who is engaging with what content and how they're engaging with it, and we can share that information back to you.
Yep. And if you don't show up here as they're vetting and beginning the project process, your competitor may. So let's make sure that everyone has an opportunity to be installed or hired for that project. I think, Blake, it would be fun to look at another photo if you just want to scroll through. We can show a brand manufacturer and how that looks. So Stahl is a servicing firm. They're a contractor who's tagged up all the things here. But go ahead and flip through.
Absolutely. So I have, kind of my team. Like I was speaking, kind of putting a team together, right? So I have maybe a general contractor in Stahl's case, someone who provides that service, but I know I'm looking to put together what brands maybe to use. So I can scroll through these images. It's going to give me another image here. Oh, and I see Framery posts this one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then also,
keep going. You keep going, Blake. You're on a roll.
And they also have tags in here as well. So I can read about this image. They're also green that I can see right away with that leaf next to their logo. And then they've also tagged a couple products in here as well. So the really cool thing with Framery, they actually have a green tab here, a green tag. So I know clicking into this, I'm going to have some sort of green popping up at me. So if I click into it, it's going to give me that information. And it's going to tell me about the product. So again, just like that other tag for product information, specs, send a message, there's going to be what certifications they've earned on that specific product. So me as a user or a searcher, that end user, I can find out what they're exactly certified for and then how they got that as well. So if I'm, not very educated in this space, I can click on these different certifications and find out more without, feeling intimidated really of going into the space if I don't, know a lot quite yet. It's something new for me getting into. So we like to have that education piece there for everyone.
Absolutely, yeah. And you can kind of see now how you as a servicing firm or as a manufacturer can showcase your work, showcase your projects as sustainable projects, but also showcase your sustainable products for all of the investment that you've put into achieving those certifications, and now they can be found by those users who are demanding more information and more access to this type of content. Let's go ahead and click through to a company profile, maybe either style or Framery, whatever you think, Blake. And as you do that, we will show you what a company profile looks like and how that all translates to more visibility for you as a firm. Any area that you see a company name listed, whether it be on the product tag or the project tag, you can click through to that company and read more and gather more information about them through Mortar's company profile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so real quick, Abby, just remembering now with the LBC stall, this project here, this MSR design project they worked on, this was the most recent, or that I'm aware of the LBC challenge and gaining that full certification. So that's really cool. That came to mind. So why don't we click into stalls to check them out a little bit more?
Yeah, that's great.
Like I said, that's only going to be what, number 27 or 28 in the guide, but there again, that demand for stepping into this space and trying to achieve those pedals and excuse me, certification, it's really starting to take off.
Great, awesome. Yeah, so give us a quick download on the company profile for stall.
Yeah, so we click into the profile here. So think of this profile as an inbound marketing strategy to provide layers of information for that buyer, user, end user, searcher as they continue to work through their discovery process. The profile is loaded with tons of information about your firm and is fed in the Mortar search algorithm to help ensure you show up for relevant results. As the searchers, are doing certification results, keyworded searches, whatever that may be, you want to show up for them. So yeah, it looks like a lot of content, but there again, you, depending on your subscription tier, you could be, I don't want to say awarded, but you will have someone on your team from our team designated to you. We call them a CSM, so Customer Success Manager, and they will help you build, optimize, and maintain these profiles and doing all that information that goes into it.
I would call them a great award to the profile. I don't think that's a bad way to. I like that. I like that. They're an award for you. And a reward, and they are amazing. So they'll help build all of your content out, help you with tagging, help you with optimizing, and we'll show you that in the tiers. But toward the bottom of the profile, this is a really neat piece too. So toward the bottom of your profile, you'll see a feed of projects that you've been tagged in by other companies, translating to even greater credibility and visibility for the work outside of your own content. So you can be tagged in project photos for your role in the project, whether it be the services that you provided as an architect or a designer, for example, or the products installed in the space. Both are fed in here and really boost your credibility based on your pro network. So think of this as your digital word of mouth. Now you are getting found for the work that you do, not just on your own content that you posted, but on the content and the projects and from the pro teams that you've worked with on other projects. So that's a pretty neat little feature there. Yeah, and look at all these companies. It's just amazing. You see both servicing firms and brands that are fed into this feed for all steel. Obviously, they have a very robust profile, so I'm sure they were awarded a very robust CSM from our team.
And like Abby was saying too, it just builds that more visibility, more ways for you to be found, more credibility as well too, because sometimes that searcher might not know you, but they might know like All Steel, for example, or Hayward. They can come and see that, oh, you're in their network. They're reliable. I can work with such a firm or a brand. So that definitely helps for sure to have that there.
Yeah. If you want to hop over, just click through the project gallery tab. I'll just do a quick run through on that. But the project gallery is, and for brands or manufacturers, that'd be the showroom tab, is where you're storing and loading in all of your projects. By project or by product line. You can do it a variety of different ways. Again, all of this information is loaded with keywords and optimizations, including the project achievements, like LBC or LEED, so that you can be found for and showcase all of that work that you've invested so heavily in. And that gives you kind of an idea of how the site works and all the photos are loaded in. Again, CSM supports that. Blake, I think honestly, we could probably jump right to the how it works for companies page at this point. As you can see in the top, there's a pros feed, there's a brands feed. Those are basically contact cards. So say an architect is coming out and they just want to source sustainable brands, they can come to this feed, filter down the same way, and just see those companies that have achieved LBC or whatever certification they're looking for. But let's go to the learn more button. So we've downloaded a lot of information in a very short period of time. This is an excellent resource for you to refer back to as you kind of consider what Mortar can do for your company. But just keep in mind, the idea of Mortar is, all right, how do you show up in search for those buyers who are really in that exploration phase and searching online before they talk to anyone? So you're getting in front of them much earlier in the decision-making process. How do you meet new business leads by way of the lead gen reporting and tags, both of those categories, turning tags into connections and meeting new business leads. Through that lead gen reporting, we are reporting back to you all of the activity that's happening on your account, on your profile, on your products, so that you can see and follow up with them after the fact and really start to see how the decision maker translates into a decision, right? They're out there, they're looking for you, they're looking for services and products you provide. They download a spec, they request a sample, they hit your profile, they save that image, and then you can actually track the ROI on that to see if that translated to actual business, which is pretty cool. You can keep scrolling, Blaker. There we go. Obviously, we have some of the top firms on our platform, including some amazing sustainable leaders in the space. So you are not alone. And there are tiers listed below. If you want more information, feel free to request a demo right through this page. There's a variety of spots throughout the site. You can request a demo. We'll follow up with contact information. So feel free to reach out to both Blake or myself anytime. There's a chat bot right in the website. You can certainly chat with someone there. But these tiers are set and ready for you. When you are ready to make a decision on your company profile, you can click through on any of these tiers. The basic is free, and that's a no-brainer to get started with. If you're looking for more service from your CSM, you're looking for reporting, of course, that we've talked about, and you're looking for some unique advertising opportunities to really spread that media plan out throughout the course of a 12-month period, you're going to want to look at the premium, enterprise, or marquee levels. That's what really opens the floodgates for you as an organization to get seen. The enterprise and the marquee are the levels that provide that advertising embedded right within the tiers. So just keep in mind that these prices are annual. They are not monthly. That's really important to understand. So you're looking at a $400 investment per month to get access to all of the things that we just mentioned: lead gen reporting, servicing, visibility to 365 days a year, not just at a 3-day show or not just a 30-day flight in a print publication. This is a 365-day-a-year profile that can work for you while you sleep. So make sure to select a tier. It's really easy to sign up. The moment you select either at premium, enterprise, or marquee, our team is notified and a CSM will reach out. They're assigned to you. They'll reach out for next steps to support your onboarding. And then with the enterprise and the marquee, they get your reporting started and a 12-month media plan in place really quickly within that onboarding process. So start today. We are so excited to support your visibility within the sustainability category. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Follow us on social. And I don't know, anything else to add, Blake?
Yeah, just to touch up and close this out a little bit. If you have any more questions or want some more answers, request a demo, request some time with Abby or I. We'll leave our information in a follow-up. But yeah, again, don't be shy. Come chat with us, request some time, and we'll go over all of these in more depth and more detail on how we can align our services for you. So our team is working to our best abilities for your firm or your brand. So thanks again for coming, and we're really excited, and yeah, it's been fun. So
yeah,
thanks for today.
Yeah, thank you. And I see a couple questions, but they're pretty directed to specific companies. So we will follow up after this with responses to those questions. So we'll get back to you on those. Otherwise, take care, and we hope to see you online.